Hey everyone, my name is Marsha Pierce and I am the Director of Solutions Architecture here at Pure Storage. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is increasing database protection with SafeMode Snapshots. Hopefully you've watched some of our earlier videos where Anthony Nocentino and Andy Yoon talked about using snapshots, right, to help you protect and restore your databases. And we can take these in a very lightweight mode without consuming a lot of space. And they also did a video where they talked about being able to rapidly restore and back up your database to our Flashblade product, which is going to be offsite from the Flashblade. You always want to have a dual methodology where you're backing up your data, but you're also protecting it with SafeMode Snapshots. So let's talk about ransomware a little bit. So hopefully we all know that in 2021, the total cost of ransomware attacks was estimated to be $6 trillion. So this is really top of mind for almost all data professionals I know and all CIOs that I talk to is what are we going to do to help mitigate ransomware attacks? So what happens during a ransomware attack? Well, when you are hit by a ransomware attack, they usually get into your system via email, some other nefarious method, but usually email. That is something that is outside of the database professional's control. And they sit on your network for a while and they monitor and figure out what's going on. They get access to accounts and they're kind of looking and seeing what's going on your network. And once they've got a good lay of the land, what are they going to do? Well, the first thing they're going to go through and do is find all your backups, and then they're going to delete the backups, right? So all of your backups, those are gone. And then they're going to go find your snapshots, right? And they're going to delete all of the snaps. And after they delete the snaps and the backups, what are they going to do next? Well, they're going to start encrypting, right? I can't spell today. All of your databases. So they're going to start encrypting all of those different databases. And then you're kind of at the mercy of those individuals who have gotten your data because you don't have any backups, you don't have any snapshots, and now your database is encrypted. So when we started looking at how are we going to help our customers recover from something like this, the first thing we looked at was backups. And as most of our customers really like to back up to the Flashblade because of the rapid restore and backup capabilities, we decided to add snapshots, right, to the Flashblade. And what we have done is we lock them down with something called SafeMode. And when you take SafeMode, right, and you turn it on the Flashblade, what it does is it takes snapshots of your backup folder and it locks them into this little safe area that protects the backups from being deleted. So not only can they not be deleted in the event of a ransomware event, they cannot be deleted by a junior admin or somebody else in your environment doing something they shouldn't be doing. So as a database professional, this is really nice because the customer can define that retention policy for those SafeMode snapshots on their backup drive, and it can adhere to the retention policy they want. So they now know that those backups are going to adhere to their retention policy. But while rapid restore is great, it is not as quick to restore data as snapshots are for a flash array. So the next thing we did after we turned on SafeMode Snapshots was that we also turned on SafeMode here for our flash array. And that does the same thing. It can be done by volume, by host, where we start taking specified snapshots and putting into this safe area where they are protected, right? They cannot be deleted. Not anybody at the company, not even your junior admin can go and delete those. That requires somebody at Pure to turn those off. And so now your snapshots are protected. And this is really nice because we know our snapshots are lightweight. We know it doesn't cost us extra space to make copies of those snapshots because as we talked about earlier, they've been sitting on your environment for a while. So there's probably stuff in these snapshots that you want to kind of get rid of and take a look at. So what you can do once you're hit by a ransomware event is that you can take these snapshots, right? And you can do a DB1 restore over here. And you can do a DB2 restore over here without consuming any extra space. And you can start doing some analysis on these drives. And what you often find when you're looking at these little drives is that little bot, that little bug has been sitting out here, right, for a while, and now you can do some cleanup and get rid of those before you restore your data back into your environment, because those little bots have been sitting out there for 30 days and you don't want to go back 30 days to restore your data. You can't afford that kind of data loss. So you want to be able to do some mitigation, and the lightweight that we restore data and take snapshots without consuming extra space gives you a very cost-effective way to recover and do some mitigation should you get hit by a ransomware event. Thank you very much.